Molten glass rolls bright at the end of the pipe while the furnace breathes behind my shoulder. Palms turn steady, breath runs measured through the tube. One soft shape becoming wider with every rotation. And the second that glowing mass starts leaning, I correct it before gravity gets a vote. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays sure. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mode. Edge turns gold, gold turns clear. Bench tools waiting, water near. Wet wood cups around the glow. Slow rotation keeps it whole. Gather more, build the wall. Too much weight and the neck will fall. Press one groove, pull one neck. Every touch changes what comes next. Some chase size because size looks wild. I chase balance from base to mouth. Some power color until nothing breathes. I leave enough clear glass to show the shape. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays short. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mold. Across the workshop, somebody swings the pipe like confidence can replace technique. Gathers too much, lets the center drift, reheats late. Then fights a crooked form with more force until the whole piece looks like every correction happened after the mistake. Another worker barely moves. Pipe level, elbows loose. Small turn, small adjustment. No panic when the glass starts softening. One person wrestles the material, the under understands when it wants to move. One keeps adding because stopping feels empty. The other knows the exact point where another detail will ruin it. One hides uneven walls beneath heavy color, the other less glare blast. Exposing with choice, the comparison never needs an argument. The furnace makes everything visible eventually. Thin section heats quicker, heavy bass tracks downward. Crooked neck keeps announcing itself. Poor balance cannot be talked straight. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Catch that shape before it sacks. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Clean geometry always lasts. Now the cadence runs how the words circling without breaking apart. Each phrase folding into the next like global material wrapping around itself. No fantasy threats, no fake legend, just heat, gravity, breathing hands that either understand the medium or destroy it. First burn, expensive tools cannot steady bad technique. Second burn, bright colors cannot rescue weak proportions. Third burn, a huge piece means nothing when the base lean. Fourth burn, calling an accident organic does not make it intentional. Fifth burn, speed looks impressive, right into the rim collapses. Sixth burn, confidence sounds cheap when the finished piece rocks on the table. There is the punch, a flawless surface with a crooked base is still crooked. A dramatic shape with uneven thickness is waiting to crack. A beautiful neck attached badly is just a future break. A signature means very little when the object cannot survive cooling. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Fish that shape before it sacks. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Clean geometry always lasts. My first piece is taught without mercy. Bubbles where they should not be. Lips too thick. Walls collapsing inward. Handles pulling loose. Bottoms refusing to sit flat. Whole forms ruined because I kept touching them after they were already finished. That changed the hands. Less grabbing, better rotation, cleaner breath, sharper judgment. I stopped trying to force every idea into the material. Some shapes belong tall, some belong wide. Some need another gather, some need absolutely nothing added. That last one took the longest to understand. Restraint has its own skill. Anybody can keep decorating, anybody can keep pushing. Knowing when the object has enough takes a better eye. The finished piece should look inevitable. Like the glass always wanted to become exactly that. Even though every curve was chosen, every opening controlled, every imbalance corrected before it hardened. Molten glass rose bright at the end of the pipe while the furnace breathes behind my shoulder. Palms turn steady, breath one's measured through the tube. One soft shape becoming wider with every rotation. And the second that glowing mass starts leaning, I correct it before gravity gets a vote. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays short. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mold. Wink up. Win cause I was across the unfinished table while a 40-foot dirty drifts over open air. My glove stays wrapped around the tag roll. Boots planted beside the column cap. Signal comes through when I walk the steel into position like the whole city below was gone silent. Because the only thing that matters now is getting that iron home. Harlem drop a true, see that flush with that iron home. With us, drop a true, see the flush. When it lands, tighten it up. Tighten it up, Blue marks on the flame, tell me where the connection belongs. Spark wrench slides through the first hole. Partner catches the far side. Temporary bolts go in and the hanger rate finally becomes for the frame. This is the kind of flex I understand. Something huge arrive and cook it in, leave it straight because the hands are running, know exactly what to do. No designer talk up here, no polished story, just cold metal, open sky and the hunters more the screamers hiding inside. One clean lift up, bookie stares at the skyline. A veteran watches the low path, one sees height, one sees what could swing. And my movers never reach the rest, just a pinch, never stepping in the wicker with the goals, never assuming the grain, never ready to read my mind. Signal has one meaning, the rise one meaning, and anything I mean, and anything unclear gets stopped before it becomes permanent. Drop a true, see the flush with the iron home with us. Drop a true, see the flush. There are guys who love the moment the beam come flying because it looks cinematic from the ground on for the wire. Ready to go barking, everybody feeling it parking, but the real test comes after the spectacle when hoes refuse to marry. The column is a fraction, the deck elevation fights the drawing. That's in my day, have to figure out what is actually wrong has been the blame and the claim. That is what a loud act gets. Damn. Somebody guesses the offset, somebody pulls the tape. Somebody says the plate is fine, somebody checks the gap. Somebody puts another pick, somebody finds the shim that solves it. The building remembers which one was right. A crooked connection does not care who won the argument. A missing fastener does not become complete because the schedule is tied up at a mansion. Does not improve from confidence, still has no interest in personality. See the clip, catch the hole, make the skeleton stand. Oh, see the clip, catch the hole, leave no weak link in the road. Impact sockets, ham across the upper floor. When the kid gets vicious with a break in his stride, every phrase bullet forward like I can let him bang after the bait. Because I don't need imaginary enemy, and the job itself can expose arrogance faster than any. So typically with the first hit, tuck it tough from behind the barrick. Every kid is easy when somebody else is on the connection. Second calling gets so fast means nothing. When another pair of pants has to be the doubles you skip. Third, 1,000 photos from the rooftop cannot explain what your column is set up on board. Shouting, saying it is not big shit when you never check where we're supposed to go. Expensive boots do not teach balance. A shiny heart that never read a structural detail. If everyone checks behind you, your reputation never ready get answered. Limit up for needed. The evidence is standing up right in front of us. Either the line stays straight or it does not. Either that the play bears correct or does not. Either the connection is complete or somebody left work for the next group. See the clip, catch the hole, make the scatter stand. Oh, see the clip, catch the hole, leave no big link in the road. My hands did not start this clean. I crossed the measurement, put the wrong hardware for the connection that needed adjustment instead of force. Learn the ugly way that must cannot solve geometry and every correction. Strip another bad habit out until the work stop feeling like a katana that's stuck. It's the mystery and now I read before lifting. Stay beat before caught then. Check before tightening. Stand with the escape path stays open. Watch the far end, not only the side in front of me. Respect the weight even when it looks still. That changed everything. Not some speech about becoming tough and not some slogan printed across the vest. Just the simple fact that fewer people have to go at what I touch. Cause I was across the underfinished double by the 40-foot girder wrist. Up in there, my glove stays wrapped around the tag rope. Boost spinning beside the column cap. Signal comes through when I walk the steel in the position. Make the whole city below was gone silent. Because the only thing that matters now is getting that iron home. Drop it close, see the flood, spin that iron. Drop it, juice it and flush. When it lands, tighten it up. Tighten it up. Yeah. 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 Clippers start buzzing before the cape even settles. Chair spins toward the glass and I'm already reading the crown. The grain, the stubborn patch above the ear. One hand lifting weight with the comb while the other carved the first clean path through it. No pause between thought and motion. Just steady hands turning a rough shape into something that finally fits the face. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner sits clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holds from both sides, then I did it right. The kid beside me wants the loudest transformation. Skin fade, push tight, hard part, carved deep. Product piled on top, like the finish can rescue the foundation. But the guy in my chair asks for something he can wake up with and still wear without fighting it. His cowlick kicks forward, so the front stays longer. His tempo sit high, so I leave enough weight to frame. And the back goes flat, so I build shape instead of shaving it empty. The beard connects uneven, so the cheek stays natural. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner sits clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holds from both sides, then I did it right. Across from me, a barber keeps switching guards like speed is a trophy. Rushing through heads, topping powder over dark spots, brushing fibers in the weak corners, turning the chair away from bad angles before the customer catches them. Then taking the photo from the only side that behaves. I leave the chair facing daylight, no filter, no spray, hot in the front, no strategic tilt. If the transition as a shelfie shows, if the crown is hacked, it shows. If the beard line climbs too high, it shows. If the silhouette works, that shows too. A clipper with a premium logo can't teach your wrist. The gold handle can't tell you when to stop. Sharp shears won't choose the right shape. The mirror keeps every receipt. One barber makes every customer look like his portfolio. Another makes every haircut belong to the customer. That's the whole argument. Comb through, not to lose hair away. Tilt the chair, check what the sidelight says. Comb through, not to lose hair away. Good work still reads when the product fades. The shop gets louder, hair dryers, running doors opening, conversations crossing over each other, but my hands stay inside the haircut, corners getting refined, bulk disappearing by degrees, beard melting into the sideburn instead of looking stamped on. A man can't talk all day about texture and still leave steps in the blend. He can cover every wall with certificates and still push a line up backward. He can claim every difficult pet is bad hair. Funny how bad hair always follows the same barber. And another favorite, calling it cut creative because the two sides don't match, calling a crooked fringe movement, calling an unfinished beard, rugged vocabulary has saved plenty of bad haircuts. When a corner is wrong, corner when the waist is badly. I'll remove it when the reference doesn't suit the face. I say so before cutting with my hand. Cause the problem, the hand gets better. Comb through, knock the loose hair away. Tip the chair, check what this highlight says. Comb through, knock the loose hair away. Good work still reads when the product fades. My early cuts were rough enough to teach humility fast. Necklines climbing, crowns opening, face that looked smooth under shop lights and ugly outside. Tops disconnected from the sides because I was too scared to remove weight. Every mistake sitting inches from the client's eyes in a giant mirror. So I studied what happens after the chair. How hair falls after washing, how a round head changes a square shape. How beard density changes the cheek, how one extra pass can erase the shadow you needed. How leaving something alone can save the whole cut. That's where the bragging changed. Not look how fast, not look how expensive, not look how dramatic. Look how natural it sits, look how clean it grows out. Look how little effort the client needs tomorrow. Clippers start buzzing before the cape even settles. Chair spins to the glass and I'm already reading the crown, the grain, the stubborn patch above the ear. One hand lifting weight with the comb while the other carves the first clean path through it. No pause between thought and motion, just steady hands turning a rough shape into something that finally fits the face. His collar gets forward, so the front stays longer. His thimbles sit high, so I leave enough weight to frame them. The back grows flat, so I build shape instead of shaving it empty. The beard connects uneven, so the cheek stays natural. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner sits clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holes from both sides, then I did it right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Board packed tight, white pieces leaning in the black. Finger to top or above the neck. While one loose pawn attempts to obvious grab, I let the bass sit there. Watch the eyes lock onto it, and slide the bishop across the diagonal and turn a simple capture into a problem with no comfortable answer. See 3 squares farther. Let the trap close softer. Take one piece, lose the map. See 3 squares farther. I turn a man hard, yeah, yeah, yeah. I turn the style disappears when the position gets ugly. Memorized, the openings run out. Clever gestures stop mattering, and then every square starts asking whether the player actually understands what was built or only remembers what usually comes next. The flashy player loves to sacrifice. Serious player asks what follows. The flashy blab material. The serious player counts activity. The flashy player attacks the queen. The serious player watches the weak color complex left behind. My knight sits ugly near their rim, still doing the job. The bishop looks beautiful, trapped behind its own pawns. My buck waits on an empty fire. Your queen keeps wandering for something dramatic. One side looks active, the other side is actually improving. See 3 squares farther. Let the trap close softer. Take one piece, lose the map. See 3 squares farther. Yeah, yeah. Across from me, a player keeps reaching for instant threats, pushing pieces forwards, because backward feels embarrassing. Refusing simple retreats, refusing trades that will calm the position, turning every decision into a performance for the people standing behind the chairs. A pawn pushed too far, can I walk home? A weak square does not care why became weak. A trap piece cannot argue with geometry. A bad exchange stays bad after the spectators leave. He points at my double pawns, I point at his trap rook. He laughs at my passive queen. I notice his dark squares have no defender. He thinks the center belongs to him. I know the center is about to open. One board, 2 reading, one player sees objects, the other sees relationships. Fold that file, seal that side, leave no doorway open wide. Fold that file, seal that side, make the answer hard to find. Now every bar runs like calculation through a crowded position. One idea linking in another with a better dead gap. Forks hiding behind checks disappear after exchanges. Defenders overloaded and until a harmless looking pawn suddenly become the piece that decides everything. An aggressive move is not automatically good. A quiet move is not automatically weak. Sometimes the strongest answer is a square nobody wanted to look at. Sometimes the prettiest attack dies because one defender never moved. Get open, opening ends and the shoulders change. Your favorite trick fails and the confidence change. Your opponent refuses the bait and the whole plan vanishes. That tells me the plan was never deep. Why is that night? What happens after the trade? Which pawn to come back with? What square becomes available? Which piece improves when the board opens? If those answers are missing, the move is decoration. Fold that file, seal that side, leave no doorway open wide. Fold that file, seal that side, make the answer hard to find. I lost games by chasing beautiful combinations that existed only in my head. Calculating the excited branch while ignoring the simple reply. Treating defense like surrender, forcing attacks because patience felt less impressive than throwing pieces to the enemy's side. Now another retreat to feel perfect. A boring exchange could be ruthless. A pawn move can matter more than a green check. A piece to put when nothing visible can still be one of the entire position together. The board does not reward intention or rewards accuracy. A missed tactic stays missed, a loose piece stays loose. A weak diagonal stays weak until somebody repairs it. No amount of confidence changes what is sitting on the 64 squares. So let the other chair reach first. Let the tempting capture glow. Let the queen wander. Let the pawn stretch every extra step and create something with tie. Rather own one useful square to weigh pieces everywhere. Rather build one clean plan and collect 5 key threats. Rather winning and by understanding. There's still a game through confusion and learn nothing falling. Board packed tight, white pieces leaning
gleaming in the black. Fingertips hover above the night, while one loose pawn tempts the eye. We just grab it, let the bass sit there. Watch the eyes locked on to what it's like the bishop across the diagonal, and turn a simple capture into a problem with no comfortable answer. See three squares farther, let the track go softer. Take one piece to the map, see three squares farther. See three squares farther. Yeah, we win cut sideways. Wing cut sideways across the unfinished tower, while a 40-foot girder drifts over open air. My glove stays wrapped around the tag rope, boots planted beside the column cap. Signal comes through and I walk, but still in the position like the whole city below has gone silent. Because the only thing that matters now is getting that iron home. Drop it true, see that flush, bring that iron home with us. Drop it true, see that flush, when it lands, tighten it up. Blue marks on the flange tell me where the connection belongs. Spud branch slides through the first hole, pawn catches the far side. Temporary bolts go in and the hanging weight finally becomes part of the frame. This is the kind of flex I understand. Something huge arriving crooked and leaving straight, because the hands around it know exactly what to do. No designer talk up here, no poly story, just cold metal, open sky, and 100 small decisions hiding inside one clean lift. The rookie stares at the skyline, a veteran watches the low path. One sees height, one sees what can swing. I keep my movements narrow, never to where still can't pinch. Never stepping under with gravity, almost never assuming the crane operator can remind us a signal has one meaning, never but there's one meaning, and ungear gets stopped before it becomes permanent. Drop it true, see that flush, bring that iron home with us. Drop it true, see that flush, when it lands, tighten it up. There are guys who love the moment the beam comes flying, because it looks cinematic from the ground. Arms waiting wide, radio barking, everybody feeling it, but the real test comes after the spectacle. When holes refuse to marry, the column leans a fraction, the deck elevation fights the drawing, and somebody has to figure out what is actually wrong instead of blaming the crane. That is where the loud act gets thin. Somebody guesses the offset, somebody pulls the tape, somebody says the plate is fine, somebody checks the gap, somebody wants another pick, somebody finds a shim that solves it. The building remembers which one was right. A crooked connection does not care who won. Leave argument, a missing fastener does not become complete because the schedule is tied. A bad dimension does not improve from confidence, still has no interest in personality. See the clip, gets the hole, make the skeleton stand whole. See the clip, gets the hole, leave a weak link in a row. Impact sockets, hammer property up a floor, and the cadence gets vicious without breaking stride. Every phrase rolling forward like I can land in bay after bay, because I don't need imaginary enemies when the job itself can expose arrogance faster than any insult ever could. Here is the first hit, talking tough from behind the barricade is easy when somebody else is on the connection. Second, calling yourself fast means nothing when another pair of hands has to redo the boats you skip. 30,000 photos from the rooftop, still cannot explain why your column is out. A plumb fourth, shouting, send it is not leadership when you never check where it was supposed to go. Expensive boots do not teach balance. Sick of shiny hard hat, never read a structural detail. If everyone checks behind you, your reputation already gave the answer. No metaphor needed, evidence is standing right in front of us. Either line stays straight or it does not. Either the play bears correctly or it does not. Either the connection is complete, or somebody left work for the next crew. See the clip, catch the hole, make the skeleton stand whole. See the clip, catch the hole, in the weak link in the row. My hands did not start this clean. I crossed the measurement, grabbed the wrong hardware, fought a connection that needed adjustment instead of force. Learned the ugly way that muscle cannot solve geometry, and every correct strip another bad habit out until the work stopped feeling like a contest against the material. Now I read before lifting, stage before calling, check before tightening, stand where the escape path stays open. Watch the far end, not only the side in front of me, respect the weight, even when it looks still. That changed everything. Now some speech about becoming tougher, not some slogan printed across the vest. Just the simple fact that fewer people have to correct what I touch. Wing cut sideways across the unfinished tower, while a 40-foot girder drifts over open air. My glove stays wrapped around the tag rope, boots planted beside the column cap. Signal comes through and I walk, but still in a position like the whole city below has gone silent, because the only thing that matters now is getting that iron home. Drop it true, see it flush, bring that iron home with us. Drop it true, see it flush, when it lands, tighten it up.
Molten glass rose bright at the end of the pipe, while the furnace breeze behind my shoulder. Palms turn, steady breath runs meshing through the tube, one soft shape becoming wider with every rotation. And the second that glowing mass starts leaning, I correct it before gravity gets a vote. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays sure. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mode. Orange turns gold, gold turns clear. Bench tools waiting, water near. Wet wood cups around the glow. Slow rotation keeps it whole. Gather more, build the wall. Too much weight and the neck will fall. Press one groove, pull one neck. Every touch changes what comes next. Some chase size because size looks wild. I chase balance from base to mouth. Some pile color until nothing breathes. I leave enough clear glass to show the shade. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays sure. Hold that heat,
turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mold. Across the workshop, somebody swings the pipe like confidence can replace technique. Gathers too much, lets the center drift, reheats late, then fights a crooked form with more force until the whole piece looks like every correction happened after the mistake. Another worker barely moves. Pipe level, elbows loose, small turn, small adjustment, no panic when the glass starts softening. One person wrestles the material, the other understands when it wants to move. One keeps adding because stopping feels empty, the other knows the exact point where another detail would ruin it. One hides uneven walls beneath heavy color, the other less clear glass exposed. Every choice, that comparison never needs an argument. The furnace makes everything visible eventually. Thin section heats quicker, heavy bass drags downward. Crooked neck keeps announcing itself. Poor balance cannot be talked straight. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Catch that shape before it sags. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Clean geometry always lasts. Now the cadence runs hot, a word circling without breaking apart. Each phrase folding into the next like glowing material wrapping around itself. No fantasy threats, no fake legend, just heat, gravity, breathing hands that either understand the medium or destroy it. First burn, expensive tools cannot steady bad technique. Second burn, bright colors cannot rescue weak proportions. Third burn, a huge piece means nothing when the base leans. Fourth burn, calling an accident organic does not make it intentional. Fifth burn, speed looks impressive right until the rim collapses. Sixth burn, confidence sounds cheap when the finished piece rocks on the table. There is the punch. A flawless surface with a crooked base is still crooked. A dramatic shape with an even thickness is waiting to crack. A beautiful neck attached badly is just a future break. A signature means very little when the object cannot survive cooling. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Catch that shape before it sags. Spin that pipe, center the mass. Clean geometry always lasts. My first piece is taught without mercy. Bubbles where they should not be. Lips too thick, walls collapsing inward. Handles pulling loose, bottoms refusing to sit flat. Whole forms ruined because I kept touching them after they were already finished. That changed the hand, less grabbing, better rotation, cleaner breath, sharper judgment. I stopped trying to force every idea into the material. Some shapes belong tall, some belong wide. Some need another gather, some need absolutely nothing added. That last one took the longest to understand. Restraint has its own skill. Anybody can keep decorating, anybody can keep pushing. Knowing when the object has enough takes a better eye. The finished piece should look inevitable, like the glass always wanted to become exactly that. Even though every curve was chosen, every opening controlled, every imbalance corrected before it hardened. Molten glass rolls bright at the end of the pipe while the furnace breathes behind my shoulder. Palms turn, steady breath runs virtual through the tube. One soft shape becoming wider with every rotation. And the second that glowing mass starts leaning, I correct it before gravity gets a vote. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. Shape stays true when the hand stays sure. Hold that heat, turn it smooth. One clean form, no second mold. Yeah, clip and start buzzing. Yeah. Clip and start buzzing before the cave even settles transparent toward the glass. And I'm already reading the crown, the grain, the stubborn patch above the ear. One hand lifting weight with the comb while the other carved the first clean path through it. No pause between thought and motion, just steady hands turning a rough shape into something that finally fits the face. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner is clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holds from both sides, then I did it right. The kid beside me wants the loudest transformation. Skin fade, pushed high, hard part, carved deep, product piled on top like the finish can rescue the foundation. But the guy in my chair asks for something he can wake up with and still wear without fighting it. His cowlick kicks forward so the front stays longer. His temples sit high so I leave enough weight to frame them. The back rolls flat so I build shape instead of shaving it empty. The beard connects uneven so the cheek stays natural. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner sits clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holds from both sides, then I did it right. Across from me, a barber keeps switching guards like speed is a trophy. Rushing through heads, tapping powder over dark spots, pushing fibers into weak corners. Turning the chair away from bad angles before the customer catches them. Then taking the photo from the only side that behaves. I leave the chair facing daylight, no filter, no spray. Hide in the front, no strategic tilt. If the transition has a shelf, it shows. If the crown is hacked, it shows. If the beard line climbs too high, it shows. If the silhouette works, that shows too. A clipper with a premium logo, can't teach your wrist a gold handle. Can't tell you when to stop, sharp shears won't choose the right shape. The mirror keeps every receipt. One barber makes every customer look like his portfolio. Another makes every haircut belong to the customer. That's the whole argument. Comb through, knock the loose hair hair away. Took the chair, check what the side light said. Comb through, knock the loose hair away. Good work still reads when the product fades. The shop gets louder, hair dryers running, doors opening, conversations crossing over each other, but my hands stay inside the haircut. Corners getting refined, both disappearing by degrees. Beard melting into the sideburn instead of looking stamped on. Nah, man can talk all day about texture and still leave steps in the blend. He can cover every wall with certificates and still push a line up backward. He can claim every difficult head is bad hair. Funny how bad hair always follows the same barber. Another favorite, calling a cut creative because the two sides don't match. Calling a crooked fringe movement, calling it nothing is beard. Rugged vocabulary, yes, say plenty of bad haircuts. When a corner is wrong, I fix the corner. When the weight sits badly, I remove it. When the reference doesn't suit the face, I say so before cutting. When my hand caused the problem, the hand gets better. Comb through, knock the loose hair away. Took the chair, check what the side light says. Comb through, knock the loose hair away. Good work still reads when the product fades. My early cuts were rough enough to teach humility. Fast necklines, climbing crowns, opening fades that look smooth under shop lights and ugly outside. Tops disconnected from the sides because I was too scared to remove weight. Every mistake sitting inches from the client's eyes in a giant mirror. So I study what happens after the chair. How hair falls after washing. How a round head changes a square shape. How beard density changes the cheek. How one extra pass can erase the shadow you needed. How leaving something alone can save the whole cut. That's where the bragging change. Not look how fast. Not look how expensive. Not look how dramatic. Look how natural it sits. Look how clean it grows out. Look how little effort the client needs tomorrow. Start buzzing before the cake even settles. Chair spins toward the glass and I'm already reading the crown, the grain, the stubborn patch above the ear. One hand lifting weight with the comb while the other carves the first clean path through it. No pause between thought and motion, just steady hands turning a rough shape into something that finally fits the face. Fresh out the chair, let the blend disappear. Fresh out the chair, every corner sits clear. Fresh out the chair, turn left, turn right. If the cut holds from both sides, then I did it right. Yeah, board packed tight, white pieces leaning into black. Fingertips hover above the night while one loose pawn tips the obvious grab. I let the bait sit there, watch the eyes lock onto it, then slide the bishop across the diagonal and turn a simple capture into a problem with no comfortable answer. See 3 squares farther, let the trap close softer. Take one piece, lose the map. See 3 squares farther. A tournament hall teaches humility fast. You can style disappears when the position gets ugly. Memorized openings run out, clever gestures stop mattering, and every square starts asking whether the player actually understands what was built, or only remembers what usually comes next. The flashy player loves to sacrifice. The series player asks what follows it. The flashy player grabs material. The series player counts activity. The flashy player attacks the queen. The series player watches though we color complex left behind. My knight sits ugly near the rim, still doing a job. Your bishop looks beautiful, trapped behind its own pawns. My rook waits on an empty file. Your queen keeps wandering for something dramatic. One side looks active, the other side is actually improving. See 3 squares farther, let the trap go softer. Take one piece, lose the map. See 3 squares farther. Across from me, a player keeps reaching for instant threats, pushing pieces forward because backward feels embarrassing. Refusing simple retreats, refusing trades that will calm the position. Turning every decision into a performance for the people standing behind the chairs. A pawn pushed too far cannot walk home. A weak square does not care why it became weak. A trap piece cannot argue with geometry. A bad exchange stays bad after the spectators leave. He points at my double pawns, I point at a trap rook. He laughs at my passive queen. I notice his dark squares have no defender. He thinks the center belongs to him. I know the center is about to open. One board, 2 readings. One player sees objects, the other sees relationships. Fold that file, seal that side. Leave no doorway open wide. Fold that file, seal that side. Make the answer hard to find. Now, every ball runs like calculation through a crowded position. One idea linking into another without a dead gap. Forks hiding behind chess pins appearing after exchanges. Defenders overloaded until a harmless looking pawn suddenly becomes a piece that decides everything. An aggressive move is not automatically good. A quiet move is not automatically weak. Sometimes the strongest answer is a square nobody wanted to look at. Sometimes the prettiest attack dies because one defender never moved. Your opening book ends and the shoulders change. Your favorite trick fails and the confidence changes. Your opponent refuses debate and the whole plan vanishes. That tells me the plan was never deep. Why is that knight there? What happens after the trade? Which pawn becomes backward? What square becomes available? Which piece improves when the board
board opens. If those answers are missing, the move is decoration. Fold that file, seal that side, leave no doorway open wide. Fold that file, seal that side, make the answer hard to find.
I lost games by chasing beautiful combinations that existed only in my head, calculating the exciting branch while ignoring the simple reply. Treating defense like surrender, forcing attacks because patience felt less impressive than throwing pieces toward the enemy side. Now an ugly retreat can feel perfect, a boring exchange can be ruthless. A pawn move can matter more than a queen check. A piece doing nothing visible can still be holding the entire position together. The board does not reward intention, it rewards accuracy. A missed tactic stays missed, a loose piece stays loose. A weak diagonal stays weak until somebody repairs it. No amount of confidence changes what is sitting on the 6 stick or squares. So let the other chair reach first, let the tempting capture glow, let the queen wander, let the pawn stretch. Every extra step can create something to attack. I would rather own one useful square than grave pieces everywhere, but to build one clean plan then collect 5 cheap bets for the one to win, and then they buy understanding. It's still a game through confusion and learn nothing from. Board packed tight, white pieces leaning into black, fingertips hover above the night while one loose pawn just the obvious grab. I'll let the base sit there, watch the eyes lock onto it, then slide the bishop across the diagonal and turn a simple capture into a problem when no comfortable and see 3 squares farther. Let the track go softer, take one piece, lose the match.